Welcome to our GP versus BC video series, where we seek clarity in all of the change. We're glad you're here. This is video 2.1, User Experience Continued, because there is a ton to cover in the user experience category, like how we navigate the system and all of the little nuances. So let's get into it.
First up is Autofill. In GP, data entry is manual. If you enter a customer ID, related fields like address or payment terms will populate, but you've got to know that ID. There's no dynamic autofill as you type, no drop-downs or fuzzy matches. For veterans, it's second nature, but for everyone else, it can be a real headache. Software like Rockton SmartFill makes this easier, but it is not native. In Business Central, data entry is smarter. Start typing and BC shows live suggestions, and you don't need to remember exact IDs, you just need to get close enough. You can also use an asterisk to search contains versus starts with. The main difference, in GP, this feature is not native, but in Business Central, it's basic functionality. Number 2, hotkeys. In GP, we've got some hotkeys like Control L to look up. Many of the GP hotkeys are Windows specific and they're limited. They're not consistent across the system. So for example, Control D in purchasing or receiving transactions entry will open up vendor item detail, whereas those same keys in assembly entry decrease the assembly level. In BC, we have system-wide modern shortcuts for navigating, searching, and data entry. For instance, Alt-Q opens Global Search, or Alt-T opens My Settings. GP is Windows specific and inconsistent. Business Central has more hotkeys, and they are universal and more consistent across the system. Number 3, reminders. In GP, notifications and reminders are mostly manual. You can set up SmartLists or task lists, but they live in separate places and they're easy to miss. They're not dynamic and they don't update based on real-time activity unless you go looking for them. In Business Central, notifications are built into your home screen or your workspace. Things that need your attention, like an overdue invoice, approvals, tasks, they're all going to be on your home screen in real time, updated. You can also set notification preferences easily and add filters. Number 4, the back button. In GP, navigation is Windows-based, so every time you open a screen, it's going to launch a separate window. And if you want to go back, you close one screen at a time. There's not really a back button. You can Control Tab to cycle through previous windows, but it's easy to lose your place and can get cluttered real quick. Kind of reminds me of this. In Business Central, everything runs in a single browser tab. It tracks your path so you can move forwards or backwards just like a regular website. Halfway there, guys. Number 5, action bar. In GP, actions are found in drop-down menus or in the action pane at the top of a window. They're functional, but they live in different places depending on what screen you're currently on. So you kind of have to know where things are. In BC, actions are grouped at the top in a consistent and modern action bar. It adjusts to the context, but the layout is predictable. You don't need to memorize where everything is. It's clean and collapsible and gets you focused on the what actions you need right now. Plus in BC, you can personalize this action bar. In GP, menus are rigid. In Business Central, action bars are clean and can be personalized. Number 6, form navigation. In GP, you've got horizontal tabs across the top of a window with address, options, additional, and you click on each tab to reveal more fields. You also can tab through a form to move to the next field or sections. In BC, instead of tabbing, we get fast tabs, which I love. They're collapsible sections that are stacked vertically, and each one holds related information that, again, you can expand or collapse as you need them. So the main difference here is that in GP, tabs made sense, but it's outdated. BC definitely has a more modern feel. It's more intuitive, and all of these changes quickly add up. Number 7, 3 more to go, guys. Date filters and expression. So GP uses drop downs like contains, is between, greater than. It requires manual entry. There's no shortcuts, but it does work and it gets the job done. In BC, the approach is more flexible with wildcard and shorthand expression functionality. So I can filter this view and say due date, use a shorthand of greater than the gator mouth open, 1D for 1 day. I can also use W for week, M for month, Q for quarter. I can also search for a start date, an end date, and is between by using 2 dots in the middle of the days. The main difference is that it's just a little easier with shorthand. The same functionality exists in both GP and BC. Number 8, mobile access. Also, nope. We briefly touched on this in video 1.0, accessing the systems, but it needs a deeper look. So GP was built for desktops. It shows there's no mobile app natively. It's a lot of workarounds. I have used it before. It is doable. It is not fun. It's very microscopic. Anybody who has done Citrix and GP on their phone will know what I'm talking about. Business Central, on the other hand, has mobile apps that are downloadable from iOS or Android stores. And the truth is, we are in a remote world. So whether you're approving requests from an airport or you are checking inventory on a shop floor, Business Central gives you real access in real time. I am not going to lie, y'all. I have downloaded the mobile app for BC. It's for sure better than GP's nothing, yet I still think that the mobile app is lacking. Number 9, SmartLists. In GP, SmartLists are the go-to for quick access filtering data and exporting to Excel. They're user-friendly, but they are limited to the desktop, and you do need another tool called SmartList Builder if you want to link tables or do any deeper customizations. So with GP, we need SmartList Builder, which is a separate tool. If we want to link tables, Business Central does not allow for linking tables out of the box, so we do need to use another tool here too in Business Central called Power BI. In Business Central, saved views and filters replace SmartList. You can click on the filter icon and filter down data just like you can in GP. The only real difference here is that GP has SmartList Builder, which allows for that linking, and Business Central does not. You do have to use Power BI to achieve that. And lastly, we have theming. In GP, the UI theme is fixed. It's Windows style. There's no built-in themes. There's no dark mode. Whereas in Business Central, you get this flexible, modern theming. If one person prefers light mode and the other dark, totally controllable by the user. Also, your administrator can set themes and logos that appear at the top of the browser for anybody in the organization. So the main difference is GP doesn't have this functionality, but in BC, it can be customized and your theme can be set how you prefer.
So that was it. 10 additional things different in the user experience alone. Thanks for hanging out with us. At Sandlapper, we're here to learn and to grow, to get it right for our customers and the community. So if you see something that we missed or something you disagree with, please let us know. Again, this was video 2.1, user experience continued. The next video will likely be 3.0 on administration, IT functions, so things like user management, permissions, security, customizations. Again, there is a QR code. We would love to hear from you guys on upcoming video topics that y'all would like to see. So please scan the QR code and add some if you have a second. And until next time, stay curious and kind and follow us on LinkedIn. Thanks.